Hi everyone. See, in the last session, we have completed the static methods with all classification of methods. So methods classified into how many types? Four types. With all four types, I have explained static methods example. Today discussion about instance methods. The same four classifications I'll explain once again with instance methods. Sir, first of all, why we need to learn methods differently as a static methods and instance methods. In the introduction part of OOPS concepts only, I explained clearly. Here, variables are used to store information, to store information. Next one, methods are used to perform operations on information. Okay, but every application has two contexts. What are the two contexts? One is a static context. Second one is a non-static, or we can say instance. With example, I clearly explained. Suppose if you think normally, right? Just consider institute. In institute, two areas are there. One is a reception, and second one is a classroom. Here it is a reception is a static area, free accessible area. Everyone can access, permissions not required. Classroom is instance. Yes, definitely permissions required to enter into the classroom. It's a restricted area. So simply to say, static is nothing but free accessible area, and instance is nothing but restricted access. With permissions only we can access. Institute you can take. No, sir, I need a general example, right? And as well as a technical example. This institute is a general example. It's the same story. For example, if you take a shopping mall, if you want to watch the movie, right here it is a theater is there and box office, ticket counter is there. Box office is always a static, theater is a instance, restricted area. Only with permissions we can access that area. Only with the permissions we can access the area. That is. Now come to the technical term. Gmail is there. Is a login page is there, and as well as inbox page is there. Everyone can open the login page, whether you have an account or not. So login page is common for everyone. Static area. Inbox is a restricted one. Is a restricted area. So every application has two contexts, static and instance. So obviously the variables also, a class consists variables and methods. This variable also either static or instance variable. Method is also either static or instance method. Either static or instance method. This is the one. Now come to the point, variables. Variables are used to store information. What are comes under static and what are comes under instance? One example. Suppose in a banking application, so many people take the accounts. Account holders are there. Account holders information is there. One point is what? Is a common. Is nothing but static. Static is a common area. I mean, it stores Common information. Static means it stores common information. Next one is a dynamic. It stores specific information. Sir, common information means what? Like a bank name. Okay. The bank name, suppose, is common for everyone. Axis Bank. Dynamic information. Instance information means account number. Is it common for everyone? No. Account holder name. Is it common? No. PIN number, balance. These are not common. These are not common. Two things, variables and methods. Variables and methods. Variables, a static variable as well as a dynamic variables. Static variables store common information. Dynamic variables store specific information. Okay. Now we are discussing about methods. Why static methods means to process static data. Dynamic methods means what? To process dynamic data. So whenever you are learning methods, definitely in your mind, this question will revolve. Why we are learning methods differently? When we use a static methods, when we use instance methods means what? All these points should be in your mind. Okay. Application has two types of areas, static area and dynamic area. Static information processed with static methods, dynamic information processed with the dynamic methods. Now come to that instance methods concept. It's very, very easy. The way we are working with that, simple. Let me explain two things side by side. Side by side, I'll explain. How to write a static method. The first point, as usual, online Java compiler I'm taking. In this one, first, static methods. So many examples we have seen. Here one example, class. Class name is a say. Class name is a say. Method name is a hello. Static void hello. And we know how to call. Because side by side, I just want to place. That's all. Hello all. Just a message. How to access? As it is a static method, we access using the class name. Access using the class name. Say dot hello. Say dot hello. When you run the code, you will get the output. This we know already. So then how to work with instance methods? First, how to define instance methods. How to define instance methods is a simple, only you need to do one simple thing. Remove this static keyword. Remove this static keyword. That's all. If you remove the static keyword, sir, how can I identify static methods and instance methods? If static is there, keyword static method. If you remove that static, it's an instance method. Sir, how can I call this one? Can I call using the class name? No. You will get error message. You will get error. You cannot access. So then how can we access? You have to create the object for this one. Sir, how to create object? Clearly, in object creation, I'll explain, but in a simple way, class name. Here, any object name you can give. Simply, first letter mostly they will use. Say S is equal to new say. Like this, we call. Sir, what is new? What will happen when new keyword executes? Sir, what is this say parenthesis? Every single point will cover, but not now. In object creation concept, in the next class, that will be covered. Today, all you need to understand how to create object for this class. Say class name, any variable name equal to new class name of. Then we call s dot hello, s dot hello. Then run this code. Then you will get the output is a hello. This is the simple way of writing code for static method and instance method. See, we keep on writing multiple examples we will discuss now. Then everyone will get the answers. Okay, please do this quick, everybody. So next one, in the same way, see, suppose here it is, I'm taking the class. It's the same. For example, check the person can vote or not. Person can vote is a static method, static void. Can vote is a method, is taking age. You know that logic already. You have to write the logic, please. And then how to create the object. Here it is directly person dot can vote passing the value. Passing the value. And here it is the same story. If you want to make it instance, if you want to make it instance, just remove the static keyword, not this one. Create object for the class person. P is equals to new person of. Now P dot method name is a can vote passing that value. Only one line of code is extra, that is object creation process. Sir, why you are creating object? What will happen in object creation process? That I'll explain clearly. Okay, so this is a static as well as instance. This one we need to understand. Okay, quickly type and check the output, everybody. So this is the way we are writing the static methods and instance methods. Hope you can understand the difference. Now here it is the two more types I'll explain. Suppose here it is, I'm taking like this. First static method, because in the last class someone asked the question, check the number is even number or not, or person can vote or not. Suppose first static only I will take static. Okay, in this one I'm writing the logic also now. If the age is greater than or equals to 18, normally written we are writing like this, yes can vote, can vote. Next one else written cannot vote. This one already I explained in the last class. We are returning either can vote message or cannot vote message. It's a string type, so return type is a string. So whenever you are calling, it will return that string value. That string I am taking, string result, and printing that one. System.out.println, that result we are printing. Just run it. The output is what? Cannot vote, because the value is 13. The value is 13. That is, this is the one. Now here, not only a string type, not only a string type. Sir, suppose if I'm taking like this, Yes, if it is a if can vote, I'm just returning true. If cannot vote, sir, I'm returning false. So if you are returning true or false, return type is a Boolean type. Boolean. So we need to collect that result is a Boolean. Now what we are writing here, look at this. Can vote, can vote, simply that result we are printing, true or false. If it is a 13, can vote means what? False. Result is a false. Result is a false you will get. So depends on the return type. You need to collect into the same type of variable only. Now please convert these two into instance methods and drop the code in the chat box, everyone, please. Okay. So all you need to do is a simple. Before that, we need to create object for person, like P is equals to new person, create the object, and then we just call P dot can vote. Then it will execute. Just remove the static keyword, then it will become instance. Is the simple way of writing the static methods as well as instance methods. Hope you understood the concept. Okay, here it is. In methods, we have one more method that is called recursion that I'll explain later. Next one is a here how to work with a static variables and instance variables. I'll explain now. Methods, we already good at methods. Now the next one we need to discuss about the constructor.